of this project, the I'm Loving Me project, where we inspire you to love yourself. We have these wonderful and amazing programs and events to help you understand just how powerful you are. And I look a little tired because we have a new mayor. So yesterday was really crazy, but it was cool though. So we got through that. And so now we're moving along with the program, and we're going to see what the year is going to bring. And that's what I wanted to talk about today because it's December 1st. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's December 1st. Right about now, y'all, right about now, we're sitting here and we're thinking, okay, it's almost the end of the year. This is what I got to do now. Either I got to start getting myself together, preparing for the new year, or I'm getting ready for Christmas, or you're doing whatever it is that you're doing, right? Here's what I want you to think about. And I'm going to keep it short because we talk about this a lot. But again, I just know and I feel it deep down with everything that is going on, everything that I've been looking at and observing, and what has happened throughout the course of this year. I want you to make sure you start living your life with intention, right? When we think about the course of this year, 2021, and the things that we've been dealing with, right? For example, we still battling this Delta variant. We still trying to figure out how do we live in this new normal. We still trying to figure out what life is going to be like for work, for our kids. We're still trying to figure out really what this new world is going to be, right? How are we going to, you know, uh, uh, live and thrive in this new place? And also, you got to understand that we are still in transition, right? Because there's a lot of things that's happening. Uh, a lot of people are still trying to figure out what is it that they want. 2020 has put us in a situation where we had time to sit and think about our lives. 2021 has been a roller coaster where we're making decisions about what we want for our lives, but at the same time, we're trying to figure out how do we fit in this new way of living, right? And if we don't have any intentions, if we're not living, right, uh, 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 based on what we know and how we feel and the life we want to create, we're going to be sucked up into whatever life the outside world wants to bring us. You get what I'm trying to say? We got to be able to sit back and say to ourselves, you know what? It is December 1st. What have I accomplished in 2021? What are some of the things that I have done to move my life forward towards where I really want to be, right? And most of you would say, well, damn, okay, I did a little bit. I signed myself up for school. I went to go get the business license. I went to go do this and that. And you say, but I still got a lot to do. One of the things that you have to know and understand, and we talk about this too, being grateful for the little things will continue to push you to do more, right? The things that you did in 2021, even if you believe that it was minor and nothing big, you still did it, right? Even if you fell off, got back up, fell off again, and got back up, you still did it. You're still figuring it out. You're still practicing, right? We got to understand when we live in our life with intention, we're waking up every day making a choice to have these habits so that we can actually move forward and in the place of where we want to be, to change the way that we're doing things so that we can live the life we want, right? I was sitting here saying to myself, I was like, damn, who do I need to become in order to go ahead and make this thing work with the big dreams that I have for like the project and, other things that I have going on. And I said to myself, the biggest thing that I have to change is taking care of my health, right? Taking care of my health. Now, that could be as easy at my mind, oh, going back to the gym, working out or whatever, but it's not like that. When you live your life with intention and you got stuff to do, having a healthy body is one of the main things that you need in order to be able to really sustain and have the energy to do the day-to-day stuff that you need in order to be able to accomplish your goals, right? There's no way you can sit and eat what you want, watch as much TV as you want, and then sit up here and say, okay, now I'm going to go ahead and live my life with intention. It doesn't work that way, right? Being able to live your life with intention means making a decision every day to choose you and stick to it. Stick to it. And you say, well, Gloria, my life is crazy. It's not always like that. And if I had the choice to choose me every time, a lot of people will be neglected. A lot of people, won't, in my life will leave. Is that what it takes for you to get to where you need to be? Right? As we going into 2022, ladies, are you doing the same damn thing that you've done for so many years? Because you said, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to try something different. I'm going to do it, but I'm going to wait for this. I'm going to do it because I can't right now because I got to do this. I'm trying, but I'm going to wait. I don't want to be able to do this. And you coming up with all these excuses in your head. When are you going to stop making excuses and start living? When are you going to stop making excuses and start living your life with intention? Making it a priority to take care of your mind. Making it a priority to take care of your health. Making it a priority to build up your spiritual practice so you can have the confidence and the love and the gratefulness and the forgiveness to continue to walk with people who might not be where you are. When are you going to make it a priority for yourself to say, you know what? This relationship, friendship, job is really not working for me. I'm going to put a plan together so that I can go ahead and start to do what it is that I want to do in my life that will pay me good money. And I don't have to worry about playing office politics and all that stuff in order to be able to get by. Because I need to go ahead and feed my kids. Because I need to be able to live my life. It doesn't matter how much money you make. If your life ain't right, you still sad. If you're not living with intention, but you making a lot of money because you know you need your job in order to go ahead and provide for your family, you still not happy. You get what I'm saying? You gotta make a choice. Look, you don't want to, but they will be okay. They will be okay. I told y'all what I saw outside when I saw that bird, the mother bird pushed them little babies out. That thing was pushing them things out and they was just screaming and scratching. I could just imagine how much fear they had. But this bird was like, nah, in order for you to survive, in order for you to get out here and do what you need to do, you got to fly on your own. I'm not going to always be here, right? Our family members told us that. I know my grandmother told me that. Y'all know. You better go get an education so you can write your own ticket because I have nothing to offer you. You better go ahead and make sure you get everything that you want out of life because whatever it is that you see is all I got. And if you stay here, Gloria, this is how your life is going to be. And I said, no. If getting an education is my way out and that is going to catapult me to getting something else, I'm excited, but I'm scared because I got to move to another state by myself where I don't know anybody. I don't have the things that I need. I don't have no family members coming with me. I have no money. $86. You know what I'm saying? And a bus ticket. But here I am in this city saying to myself at freaking 17 years old, 18 years old, Gloria, you got to figure out how to fly. You got to figure out how you going to live your life on intention every day in order for you to go ahead and live the life you want. Because your alternative is to go back to a place where you don't want to be. And what you know for sure is that you don't belong there because you got so much potential, you got stuff in you. But this is your chance. So you make hard choices. And the hard choices that you make is not pretty. It's not pretty. You get what I'm saying? You have to make hard choices all the time. That's not going to change. Well, Gloria, I can't, put my kid out on the street or the grandbabies out on the street. I'm not telling you to do that. Empower them to get their own, give them a deadline like your family gave you, and allow them to feel the pressure of what it means to get out there and fly. Well, I can't, I feel guilty about the life choices I made, and that's the reason why they're here. And, I just feel like I don't know. Stop making excuses. Stop feeling guilty. Show them what happens when you start to live your life with intention and say, hey, you know what? From now on, mommy, grandma, auntie, we're going to do XYZ, and that's just what it's going to be. Either you go get a job. There's plenty of jobs out here. There's a labor shortage. There's no excuse as to why you can't get out here. You go put your kids in daycare, school, whatever, and you go and make it happen. But for you, you got 90 days. It take you 3 weeks to go ahead and get paid from your job. You take that, you go ahead and build yourself up. If you have any problems getting a job because of your background, we're gonna have to go ahead and we have to start at a lower level. And if we have to start at that lower level, I'll give you a little bit more time. But after that, you gotta go do what you need to do. I told y'all with my little brother, when I say God walks with that dude, as much as he gets himself into a lot of shit, the opportunities that come his way, I can't go ahead and block his blessing by trying to save him. Like I told y'all, I had to let it be. It hurt me to my heart, right? But I could not step in because that's what he was used to. That's what I was used to. And I was tired. It was draining. And I made a choice to allow space and room for him to fly. And as much as he complained and got angry and said, whatever it is that he said, I had to say to myself, he will thank me later. He mad now. But when I'm living with intention, I got to worry about what's good for me so I can be good to him. You get what I'm saying? You're not serving anybody if you're running yourself in the ground. You're not serving nobody. If you letting somebody take from you and you feeling all crazy and stressed out and trying to figure out how you're going to get through the day and all that stuff, you're not serving anybody. You're sitting there, you're making yourself depressed because you're not saying what you really want to say. You holding back so much, trying to deal with what's going on, trying to give people a chance, trying to let them see exactly where you're coming from. They don't know because they don't care. They getting what they want from you. Why should I care about how you feel if you giving me everything I want? It's when you don't that now I'm looking at you and paying attention to what you're saying. Because I'm mad that you're not serving me anymore. You didn't put me before you. You're not giving me what I want. So now I'm going to blame you as to the reason why my life ain't the way it is. Because you was a bad mother and you did this to me and you did that. Ladies, I'm trying to tell you, the pain that you will feel as a result of what they say or do or whatever it is that they try to guilt you, prepare for it because it's coming. But at the end of the day, you have to live your life on intention. You have to be able to do and say what's right for you. You're not a good mother because you're not doing this for me. You're not doing that. No. I'm starting to be a good mother today because I am choosing me. If I go and start to walk in my potential and knowing what I can do, imagine what it is that I can do for you. I don't need your criticism. I need your help. I need the same love that I gave you. I need you to hear me and support me. Trust me, it's going to fall on deaf ears. Right? It's going to fall on deaf ears because they don't want to hear that shit. They don't want to hear none of that. But you have to be able to make these decisions. I want you to look at your life from January and look, we got all these videos on YouTube. So you can go to January 2021 all the way to December, and you can look for all of you ladies who comment at all the comments you said throughout the year and see if they match up. Another reason why I do these every day, because you get to see a pattern of growth. You get to see the excitement of where you were in different cycles of your life throughout the year. You get to see the ups and downs. How many times I cried on here, right? How many times I was happy? How many times I wasn't feeling well? How many times I was going through stuff? How many times I was excited? All these different things. You see all this roller coaster. But the reason why I do it, y'all, is so that you can see when you are on this journey, it's not a straight line. It's not. You don't sit up here and say to yourself, you know what? I'm just going to be so excited for the whole year and nice and great and live my life on intention and run to the rescue of anyone who want it because I'm ready and I'm excited and I'm out there. That's not how it works. Intention works like this. Step number 1, choosing me and making it a priority, making me a priority. Step 2, cutting out those people who no longer serve me. Step 3, finally saying no to those people who no longer needs my help. Step 4, forming boundaries around myself, friends, family, and everyone that I encounter, because the world, ladies, because the world is not here to please you 1000%. It's here to challenge you. You got different ideas, you got different opinions, you got all this stuff. There's a lot of people who's going to like you and who's not going to like you. You form your boundaries, you figure out what works for you, where you can connect, where you can grow, and then you fight through those challenges. You get what I'm saying? Living with intention is knowing I can no longer put myself in situations where I'm going without. And I'm giving so much of myself. Here's what I'm doing. Y'all, and I'm just talking to my Black sisters right now. I'm just talking to my African American women. Within the events that we have, and I'm going to have something special for us. And I'm thinking about calling it Sisters How You Feel. Because when I say that we need to talk to each other, we need to talk to each other. Because our struggle is different. Our struggles are different. Our way of life is different. Our traumas might be the same, but what we live and how we live and what we struggle through is different. Here's what I know too, and I say this all the time. You know the reason why we are okay as a Black woman suffering is because of 230 years We were being raped, we were being abused, and we were going through shit that we could not talk about. Silence was the big thing, and we had to keep everything inside. And we taught it to our daughters. And we live with it for so long that when we are disrespected, when we feel like we can't say anything, when we feel like we have to give all of ourselves and be twice as good and twice as this and three times as that, we believe that's just what the struggle is. And then we sit and we reach out and we say, I don't have this shit. You're not allowed to. You're not allowed to cry. You're not allowed to say you don't have it because you're supposed to be strong, because that's what you were taught. You were supposed to go out there and do what you needed to do for you and your family, with a man or without a man. When do you get a break? I heard you. Never. I heard you. Never. So, especially for us, we got to talk to each other. I don't know when, but we going to do it. Right? Sisters, how y'all feel? Because I love that line from Erica Badu. Sisters, how y'all feel? Right? And we need to get into it. Because when we talk about living on intention, we don't even we throw that, we go deaf. We throw that out. We throw that out. Because we like, shit, if I can go ahead and do that, I would not be in this life that I'm in right now. But here I am and I'm stuck. Right? This is what I created. This is how my life turned out. Even though I didn't want to be like my mom, and I didn't want to have a relationship like my dad gave, and I didn't want to do this. This is where I am because nobody taught me different. Nobody taught me how to live life with intention. They taught me how to survive. They taught me the power of struggle. They taught me what life should be like for me. Right? We was taught to be silent and don't talk. Find you a man who will keep a roof over your head and pay the bills. It doesn't matter what he's doing out in them streets. As long as you and your kids are good, let that man go do what he wants. Because he's a man. That's what they do. Even if he's hitting on you, as long as your kids are good, things are cool. I'll take the beatings as long as he don't touch my kids. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. What does that sound like? Here's another thing I would tell you. Think about it. All of you are on. Think about it. You have a situation where a black woman was raped by the master on the plantation. She had to go, leave her family, go sleep with this man or whoever, come back home to her husband who felt demasculated, who didn't feel like a man because his wife had to be out with the master, where he could not take his frustrations out. So he had to take the frustrations out on her for her to get pregnant, and it's not his kid. So she's taking abuse from one end, abuse on the other end, carrying a child that's not hers, but she got to be silent the whole time because that's what life is. And she's praying the whole time that the baby inside of her is not a girl because she know what her life is going to be like. And she's going to have to teach her the ways of being silent, to be okay with being abused, to be okay with giving up her body and her life and living with molestation and living with all these things inside of her. And you wonder why men don't talk. You wonder why they have frustrations. You wonder why they feel demasculated. You wonder why the black woman is not protected. This is years and years. And where you are right now, you've been taught. You're not being taught about living your life on intention. You can do whatever it is that you want to do in life. You were here and created in the image of God, and you can go and be and do and have what you want because your life is telling you no. You get what I'm saying? So you battling every day, trying to figure out, well, where the hell is it? Where is it? Because I don't see it. What I see is that I'm in here with my husband. I got some kids. We trying to be able to live a good and simple, peaceful life. And when I want to speak, I can't because I have to deal with his issues and how he feels and my kids, and I have to manage it all. But the bright side to that, ladies, is that because you are a woman, you are the most powerful being on this earth. Because you know how to nurture, because you know and have discernment, that's God given. Because you have influence, that's God given. So if you get right, your whole family gets right. That's God given. That's every woman on earth. And every woman who has a daughter comes out with those same superpowers. They're there, but you just keep them hidden because you don't know how to live your life on intention to make it happen. Right? You have the power to make change. Yes, it's a lot of pressure. But with all the things that you've been through, you're still here. Why not take a chance on yourself this time? You know what I was thinking about too? And I'll let y'all go. You know how people say this is a money back guarantee. If this product don't work for you in 30 days, 90 days, you can send it back. And you know how we try to hold people to that and say, this shit didn't work for me. I'm sending it back because I was expecting XYZ, blah, 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 blah. Why don't you hold yourself to that same standard? Why don't you give yourself the opportunity to say, you know what? I'm going to make sure whatever it is that I do in my life, that there will be no point of return. We got to get this right, ladies. And I know it's not easy, But you need a community. That's what I keep trying to tell y'all. God gave me this vision because you need a community, because you can't do it by yourself and it takes time. And you need to be in a position where you are getting the support you need, because the support around you, everything that you have around you, is your life from before. All of the choices that you made before up to this point. If you want to do something different, you got to be different. You got to have different people around you. You can't make different decisions with the same old way of life. Does it make sense? You can't. You will fall right back into the same trap. Okay? I want y'all to think about the things that you've done over the years. Good things, not so good things. And then figure out what 2022 is going to look like for you. Not no bullshit, y'all, where you like, yeah, I'm going to lose weight. Yeah, I'm finally going to do this. No bullshit like that. We tired of that. That shit don't work. We tired of that. We too old for that. Right? We too old for that bullshit. We're not going to get caught in the hype with that. I want to live my life with intention, which means I want to be able to finally say that I'm proud of myself. That's it. I'm proud of myself. I'm peaceful. I'm happy. I've given myself space to enjoy the life that I want to live. Whatever that looks like for you. Okay? I love y'all. I gotta go. But yeah, man, it's time. It's time. It's time. Don't do that bullshit, making goals and all that stuff, and then you close the book and then don't keep them. How are you going to live your life with intention? That means choosing you every day. Doesn't have to be something more grandiose and big and 4 pages and all that stuff. It could be one line or a paragraph. Okay? I love you. I see you guys tomorrow. All right. Bye.